What's happening?
What's up, guys? Malt reviews, baby.
Yes.
Springbank, our favorite distillery.
Springbank 18.
18, modern.
Modern, but from 8 years old, 2016.
True.
2016 released Springbank 18. We've done another Springbank 18. I can't remember how old that was, but it was one of our old reviews.
We did one, like back in the day.
Back in the
Doing
day.
the core range and stuff.
We got a few different ones, and recently actually popped this. Doesn't look recent because we've had some dreams, but it's a 2016 release that was recently popped, and we said, you know what? All these Springbanks are going crazy recently. Let's review this one. They're all different anyway, so even if we reviewed the one that came out yesterday, it would still be different from the one that comes out tomorrow. So they're all a little different. So you can't really go by the one that's out today because the one tomorrow is going to be quite a bit different. So it is what it is. That's kind of the bad and good about Springbank. You don't know what you're going to get, but you're usually going to get something very good. So
yeah, and even if this was like the March batch of 2016, the one we reviewed might have been 2016, but different batch. Who knows?
Heavily sherried, little rum, little bourbon, little port. You don't know.
They're all different.
They're all different.
Yeah.
So here we go.
On the nose.
Mike, do we know the makeup of this one?
No clue. I couldn't. And whiskey base doesn't disclose for the 18s like they do for the 21s, 25s.
Interesting. I'm sure there's a way to find out. We just haven't done any research on that.
Yeah, I did a Google search, checked a couple pages worth of news releases. Didn't go that exhaustive, but couldn't find any.
I do get
on news releases.
I do get a ginger pencil shaving note that I normally get with modern Macallan.
Right, from the sherry.
Not expecting. Maybe Springbank was getting the same sherry casks as Macallan in 2016.
Yeah.
There's vanilla. There's a lot of fruit with like apricot and orange and.
Oh my god! Do you know in general? Many of the 18s are heavy bourbon and sherry, more than port or rum.
Yeah.
I get a beautiful balance. I get like almost get like port, but very like heavy sherry. I get heavy blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Definitely some orange. Little apricot and peach, but more on the dark sherry side.
You don't get the ginger pencil shaving?
No.
You don't. That's cool. It's interesting. We normally agree on almost everything.
I'm always less sensitive to that than you are.
I know, but I kind of like it when we disagree a little bit because we always agree a little too much.
And I get, and every distillery is different. Like we'll usually agree on ginger pencil shavings on Macallan.
Yes.
Casks.
Yes, I'm getting that here.
Yeah, I don't get this at all. That's interesting. Probably my Springbank fanboyness, but no, not here.
I get a very like rich honey note, but it's a very light honey.
Mm-hmm. I get a little yellow chartreuse, herbal liqueur.
I get an herbal note and I get a mineral note.
Yeah,
quite a bit of a mineral note.
Definitely.
A little bit of that mineral ocean spray, as we like to kind of explain it.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of that light peat coming through.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely some light, exotic honeys, for sure. Oh, yeah, orange, tangerine. Building up.
Yeah.
But yeah, coastal, mineral, sardines, olive oil.
Oils. Olive oil.
Oils. Mm-hmm.
But it's like when we say oils, normally we're referring to like I don't know if we're ever referring to olive oil when we say oil, but it is an olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
You just said it, and it really hit. It has the mineral aspect of this is big.
Mm-hmm.
The wet rocks, like very mineral, metallic.
Yes. Metallic, yes.
It's metallic.
Like flinty.
Yes, flinty, metallic, mineral, orange, honey, ocean spray.
Mm-hmm.
Like orange peel kind of bitterness.
Mm-hmm. Then do you get the juicy like raspberries, blackberries?
I don't, but I get a melon. I get a melon sweetness.
Okay.
I get a
So
melon and
not
honey
quite to
sweetness.
like the red, purple, black side.
No.
Got it.
No, I get more on the melon and honey side.
Okay. But definitely a sherry bourbon combo with heavier sherry for me.
Heavier bourbon for me.
Right.
We don't know the makeup of this, right?
No clue. No. And guys, I can't make out, and Springbank has the worst like black print on the bottom where it comes off easily over time. I think it might be March something, 2016. But if you know any of the 2016, 18 makeups, let us know in the comments.
Anything else to add?
Nope.
Palette?
Palette. Yeah, 21, 25-year-olds, easy to find the makeup. The 18s, not so much.
I'm still much more on the bourbon side, but I enjoy the palate more than the nose. I don't get pencil shavings at all on the palate.
Oh my god!
I get the honey, I get the melon, I get actually a little bit of tangerine kind of sweetness.
Sure.
I get a little apricot kind of sweetness. I get the minerality. I get the ocean. I get a little bit of metallic.
Love that. We love tasting metal.
No, it's a complexity kind of thing. Yeah, that's the complexity.
Oh yeah, Springbank.
And I get a little wildflower.
Oh yeah. Elderberry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get all that, but I still do. I
don't get sherry.
It's funny. Like this is one of the biggest ones we disagree on.
I love that.
Yeah, I get same thing. Heavier sherry. I get all what he said, and I love that metallic, salted, and everything is coastal and sea spray and salted in Campbelltown, but it's still salted, juicy stewed blackberries, raspberries, boysenberries.
Here's the date.
And that combination, I fucking love that.
I found the date.
It's right here. That's the lot and the bottle number. That's the date.
Where's the date?
Right there.
Can you see the actual month?
No, I think it's an 03, but I can't tell.
03? That's 2003 if it's 03.
No, the 16, the last one is the year.
Yes.
And in the middle is the month. And the first one's the day.
It's 16/3/24.
There you go. So March 24th, 2016.
Okay.
So if you guys can find the March 24th, 2016 batch, let us know the makeup. But yeah, so I guess like this the bourbony Springbank, metallic, mineral, flinty, wet rock, sea spray, kind of almost like a little bit dirty, chalky element. Chalky.
It's chalky.
But then
like
those
the
for me,
Springbank 10s get chalky, some of them. There's that chalk in here.
Yeah. But then for me, just enough of those juicy, cooked down, stewed raspberries, blackberries,
Dude, there's like
boysenberries.
paint.
Does it for me. There's paint.
There's paint.
Yeah, absolutely. Springbank.
The nose is weird. The nose is weird. It's like you have to want something different to like enjoy the nose, which we always want something different.
Yes.
And we want to be confused a little bit,
And
we want to dig in and analyze a little bit.
And if you like that confusing paint part of this 2016,
Yeah.
wait till you try the 2015. I found.
I haven't tried it yet.
It's just funny. We begin our journey. We obviously didn't know anything that we know now about Springbank. Bought a bunch, ignored it for years, and it's so cool now going back
Yeah.
to what was right in front of us all the time. That's part of the whiskey journey. It's so cool.
It's a very imperfect whiskey. Springbank can be very imperfect, yet perfect. It's the beauty of Springbank.
Yes.
I cannot describe it perhaps any better.
Oh my God, it's like...
Boy, oh boy.
It's like eating blackberry paint.
I don't get black, yeah. The paint.
Nuts.
But for me, it's more like melon meets honey paint.
Got it.
And you're getting more blackberry paint.
Yeah. Crazy blackberries. All you want to do is eat paint and let it with Springbank.
It's like Happy Gilmore eating glue and paint.
Yeah. Yeah. And plaster and mortar and drywall.
Mike,
fucking Springbank.
I don't love this whiskey. I don't dislike this whiskey. I like this whiskey. It's like my opinion on it is also all over the place. I'm not so sure if the Springbanks 18 overall are the it. The Springbanks 12 tend to be it. The 21s, the 25s, these 18s just seem to be all over the fucking place.
I think they are. But, well, I mean, 21s, 25s are too, but they're at a higher, like, minimum floor.
They tend to just perhaps be maybe a little pickier with the casks.
Yeah. So they have a certain floor they won't go below.
Correct.
The 18s, they experiment.
It's almost like they're experimenting and fucking with you a little bit.
But it's how it always was.
Especially retail.
They love to experiment.
But especially with the retail price UK for these, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
The retail US is a lot.
Yeah.
And you can be offended by the price sometimes.
Right.
But the UK price for like $90 or something like that.
Let's experiment.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, and they've always experimented. But obviously back in the day, the quality was a whole different story.
Even getting like lime zest on the palate right now.
Oh, yeah.
But
I love how they still experiment. It's crazy. It's crazy complex.
But metallic, paint, medicinal, plaster,
honey.
Yeah.
And I get like you, melon, peach, but I get the for me actually, the very first thing I got off of this, before even the paint, plaster, whatever, was those beautiful stewed blackberries, raspberries, boysenberries,
and
dark fruits.
Bothering me that I'm not getting that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're almost never, 99.9% of the time, we're never that far off on a rich note that you're getting or I'm getting that the other person's not. But I'm not getting that.
Oh my God. Strawberries, no, too.
Crazy. I'm not getting that at all.
Imagine strawberry plaster and drywall. everyone's dream.
You fucking weirdo. Let's hit the palate one more time.
Hey, I didn't make the whiskey, bro.
This is a palate whiskey for me. The nose fucks with my mind. The palate says it's a great whiskey. The nose fucks with me. That's the truth.
You're gonna have nightmares tonight about this whiskey, bro.
Yeah. The palate.
Mind fucking you.
The palate makes sense. Here's what I'm at. 83 on the nose. 87 on the palate. I'm at an 85 as a whole. And it's a wicked one for me. But I'm at an 85. And the palate is like 87, 88-ish. But the nose just confuses me. I think you're higher than me on this.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm gonna go Oh my god.
Yeah, you're
You're gonna-
higher.
you're gonna
You're
blackberries.
No,
You're
no,
gonna
no,
blackberries, bro.
Bro, it's all you. What are you at?
Mm.
I'm at an 85 as a whole.
Okay.
Because I value nose and palate equally.
Right. Same here. I'm gonna go, and I do agree that the palate's better.
Much better.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 88 nose, 90 palate, 89.
I love that we're that different. 4 points different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't happen very often.
And that's being insanely critical.
Yeah. You love this whiskey.
I love it, man.
And I don't love it. I really, really like the palate.
Now I'm so curious.
And the nose just fucks with me.
We might do a back-to-back right now. God knows when we release it. I'm so curious your take on the 2015 now. Because that's a much more mind-blowing, like, plaster and ointments and chemicals and shit whiskey.
Let's review it.
Less blackberries.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it.
All right. We're going to do it. Cheers.
Cheers.